world is fire and blood.
Everything is dependent on oil.
Killing for gasoline.
Water. Now there's the water wars.
So when I was watching the movie, it felt like you're probably going to say everything changed, but from the original Mad Max, obviously it was a very indie movie. It was you and a very small group of people. But the technology in film, how has that changed from in the 70s when you started the filmmaking to what you're using now?
It's changed in so many ways. The world has changed, cinema's changed, the way we read film has changed rapidly. It's an acquired language. It's not much more than 100 years old, and we're reading it faster and faster and faster. Mad Max 2 had 1,200 shots. This has closer to 3,000. Wow. Jurassic Park, the first one, had 950 shots, I'm told, and now probably has 3 times as many as that. So we're reading faster and faster. The other big thing is the digital technology, particularly the cameras. The cameras are much more agile. You're working just off, a card. You're not churning through celluloid. It makes it much safer. The cards can run for 40 minutes. If you've got a massive explosion or a big event, you're not worried about getting your crew out of there. Yeah. They can turn it on, let the camera run, check that it's going, and dawdle off. And you've still got 20 minutes before the event. Yeah. You can put the camera anywhere. We had a thing called the edge arm, basically a very, very sophisticated crane mounted on a vehicle run by a 3-headed beast, 3 men on toggle switches, and one of them being a great stunt driver. And you could put that camera anywhere. I'm sitting there as the director watching a screen like in the middle of a fierce video game. Never dreamed we could do that.
So I'd just love to hear some of the gadgets you might use yourself in your day-to-day, and something, maybe any tips and tricks that you use in gadget-wise or in filmmaking that you can give to our readers.
Well, interestingly enough, when we were making Mad Max Fury Road out there in the desert, we weren't able to use drones to film because we weren't insured against them. It was illogical because if a drone drops out of the sky, it's not going to hurt many people, as opposed to a helicopter.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So it didn't make sense. Now it's okay to use drones in filmmaking because they're protected. But we did use drones to photograph and map the landscape. So when we needed an extra bit of mountain, we could take exactly the mountain we had at the time of day, the exact positioning through GPS, and basically recreate that mountain digitally should we need to. Yeah. We could erase tire tracks and have exactly the ground, the pristine ground, and the right lighting. We did that sort of thing. In terms of personal use, if you're asking that, I dropped my iPhone, believe it or not, in the toilet, and I had separation anxiety for the 3 days it took me to recover the material and so on. So
it sounds like the iPhone wouldn't survive in a Mad Max apocalyptic world then.
No. It definitely would not survive. In fact, we talked a lot about that. They'd basically use them for tiling and so on. Computers would not survive.